Today is session 3 for teachers. That's what we're going to start now. And today we are going to see some applications for augmented reality. So João is with us. Thank you, João. And I'll give you the floor not to take more time. Okay.
Okay. I will. Okay. I'm replacing Professor Fabio because he was able to give the student session this morning, but was not able to attend this session because it overlaps a classroom that he needs to be in. Actually, he speaked a lot and gave lots of insights. But since I only have, let's say, half an hour, because Ricardo has to present the things that about the education, I will be. You will see the PowerPoint flying very fast. Okay, especially in the beginning, because some of the things that he talked about we already covered yesterday and Monday. So I will be quite fast. He gave me the presentation in PDF, Adobe. So I will need to present it as it is. Sorry about the. I hope that you can see. So.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Professor Fabio is responsible. Has several research activities in mixed reality and machine learning, and it's a lecture in informatics in virtual and augmented reality in ASTG, that is part of Polytech of Porto. Is also quite proficient in programming, but is not here. So,
excuse me, Joe, maybe you can maximize the PowerPoint.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. I will try, but we will not see very well. Okay, sorry. You can see, or is too small now?
No, the problem was from my side. I'm sorry. I had here because I'm giving okay to all the participants and suddenly this opened. Sorry for that.
No, you can see it now?
Yeah. It was up to me. It was up to me to change.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it presents several trends. Something that we already covered yesterday. He had interesting opinion that the interest in VR is diminishing now, and augmented in the AR is augmenting because it's more down to earth use. For example, in searches in Google, he has analysis that the searches in AR, it's 92% compared to 8% in VR. I don't know it's true, but it's what present. He also presents the beginning and what he thinks is the beginning. That is a projection of someone. Let's say that he tried to give a really old background. Talked also about the films and about the augmented reality that we can see in films like Star Wars. And of course, we are not there because we don't have holograms, and this is holograms. He talked about the things that we already talked yesterday, so I quickly pass this. He made a recollection of what is available or what has been available in hardware for augmented reality, mostly only augmented reality. not the virtual reality. So from the most famous that is Google Glass to Microsoft HoloLens that I speak yesterday, there are a lot of other glasses and other hardware. Actually, I never heard of this event. Most of them are unknown, but for example, Lumus, I've seen some things about it. But Lumus, for example, has a camera here and uses this camera to understand what we are seeing. It speaks about hardware, speak what is strong and weak AR. He was quite fond of this distinction because he talked about the weak AR, that is Pokemon Go, for example, that is something in the mobile that you are not. I would say that weak AR is a level of immersion down to what is strong AR. You can see that the here in the right side we have what he calls strong AR, that is a step further to VR. So we see virtual things in our real world. So he's using I think Microsoft HoloLens to see something in the space. In the other side, we have a mobile phone that shows. So the basis for weak AR is the necessity of the weak AR works with inaccurate tracking, so approximate tracking, no special knowledge of the environment, and limited interactivity. Strong AR, it's very strong tracking, the tracking that use GPS and sensors, like I said yesterday. So there is integration with the real environment in natural interaction. The weak AR, for example, uses image to place. So applications, he covered a lot of applications. We talked about some of them, like this kind of this is like Google Maps and the placement of objects in space. I don't know if Ricardo will show, but he also we worked with an application to do that this morning. So he talked also about things that we already covered, but let's talk about most important thing that also I tried to introduce yesterday, but it was limited by time. There are now several frameworks in use: WebXR, Unity, Android, iOS, Microsoft Mixed Reality, Oculus, SDK, and Meta SDK. Oculus and Meta will merge because they are now part of the same company, that is Meta, Facebook owner. And as we could see using the Oculus glasses in our multiplayer event. Professor Fabio covered the Unity AR Foundation. Okay, we covered this. The foundation serves as the software development kit for iOS and the HMDs glasses. HMDs are in English. It's the glasses. So the foundation is tries to be hardware independent. So.
João, can I ask you to explain here to our group the question that I made this morning? So the concept of foundation, because for us, we come from economics, it's another thing, okay?
You talked about framework and libraries, not foundation, okay?
But I asked him foundation too.
Um, Here is difficult to explain. Okay, but foundation is like a framework. A framework is it's something that gives you tools to write code. Libraries is something that is pre-written and we can reuse to trying to be simpler to explain. When you have a foundation, you have a set of rules, a set of primitives, let's say, that give you that you use to construct your world. Okay. For example, but if you go the way to use libraries, and you can mix both things, if you try to use libraries, you can reuse code, okay? People write code and you reuse the code. Most of, let me try to be really simple. In a foundation, we have a function that you write rectangle, okay, or cube, okay? Use the function cube, okay? Use a cube and put where cube dimensions and where is in space, and you can use it like that. This is really a framework. Okay, what is called framework. For example, if you are writing code, you may use a library, a code that people wrote that is for making a cube. So it's a lot of more. It's a lot more of work. It's per written. You can use as a function, but you can see the code. Okay, when you are writing code, and you can reuse that code to make another primitive that is called triangle. In the framework that is pre-written, you don't have access to the code. It's a primitive. I don't know if I was explicit enough. Okay. The foundation, the idea in foundation is to use a same framework to address several environments, iOS, Android, HMDs, and things like that. And for example, in this case, in Unity, you have lots of things. Since world maps, sensors, environment probes that are sensors, you can put here is per written. You can support already. For example, if you have a temperature sensor in the space, you can have use a function that will give you the temperature, and you can put in the augmented reality. It's per written, okay? It means that there should be support, for example, from hardware manufacturers or from foundation producers that support that hardware. Okay, when you are using, for example, a library, you can modify it to support. Let's say that a foundation at a framework at the level of the producer of the foundation, it's libraries. Okay. So foundation has five libraries. One is for, of course, for primitives and things like that. So and subsystems, that is for reading. One is for extended reality plugins that I don't really know, but it was presented like that, and one for face tracking. That is, it's a subject of some complexity and was put in another subset just to probably to use some open source code that needs to be licensed, and it's different to be in a different subset. Okay. This is a comparison of different kits. Okay. You see that some of the components that they are used by foundation and supported functionalities. For example, you can see that if you use hardware from Magic Leap, it supports device tracking as all in all, plane tracking, anchor, so special setups, but doesn't support point clouds. Probably doesn't make sense to support. You see that ARKit supports everything because this is software. Okay, this is ARKit can embed the HoloLens, so you have not a subset, a superset of the instructions that can address everything. I think this is here because since he's teacher and uses ARKit, also tries to explain to students what are the benefits of using ARKit. So here he goes deeper. Split is explaining what are the state of art. State of art of these things. I also think that he shows this to explain to students why using our foundation with our kit just to support a lot of things that are not available the other way. Actually, I think that if he goes this way, and he uses this free foundation, not foundation, but frameworks, he can address everything except the editor simulation that is in preview. Okay. AR Foundation, Unity AR Foundation is freeware. People can use it. Okay, it's not, and I will show you the Unity. I can. It's not very nice to switch from the presentation to the application, so I will show you first the PowerPoint, then I will try to show what is the application. So you can use as free software, but it supports the creation and insertion of virtual objects, of course. It's the base of AR. So my mouse is very sensitive. Depth estimation. So it tries to understand the world around, to understand where is the floor, where are the objects, and the estimation of light, because to make shadows and give depth, the shadowing is important. Of course, object detection to understand what is there, and cloud anchors, that is to understand objects that where we can put something there and work that way. So in Unity, and we can create a 3D project. Then we try. This is some of the packages that are needed for the students that he uses. So he goes with the AR Foundation. And puts also Hardcore XR plugin that is here. Is the free checkboxes that you can see here, and the XR plugin. Because it's a subset that he uses to program. This is something that is personal, or it's a choice. You can go this way. Then you need to address the platform that is running. Actually, you can address several platforms, okay? But most people develop for a platform that is easier to test, Android or PC or Mac or Linux, and then goes tries to take that code and put in other platforms. So you can see that there are quite options. There is for PC. PC is Windows, and it's I don't think that is available in the free version because it makes a standalone application. But there is one for Windows, there is one for iOS, so iPhone and iPad, one for Android, tablets and phones. WebGL is to run in the web. tvOS, I don't remember if it is LG or Samsung TVs. I think it's Samsung TVs, but quite honestly, I don't remember because it's a platform that is not very common. PlayStation 4 for Sony PlayStations, because PlayStation 5 is retro compatible, so you can run PS4 things, and Xbox, that is the gaming console of Microsoft. This is in Portuguese. Sorry, but this is how I got it. This is the detection of planes in real world. So it's detection of the scenes, what the computer or the camera is seeing. Is going to use the raycast manager and plane manager that are something that is standard in the framework. Is most common. I don't know why in this example he put raycast. I think it's the rendering of the shadowing, but I don't know. But the plane is the one that sees the walls and the chairs and the tables and tries to understand. And is linked, as you can see, to camera, and the AR camera is the part of the framework that handles the camera. So it's easier to use a framework because you can use these primitives. I don't like to call it primitives, but you can use these tools, and it handles all the cameras, and you are not stick to hardware. Okay, probably some cameras will work better, but the other will work worse. But never mind, you in application you will use always the same subset. If okay, and now we started to demo. I don't think that we have time because Ricardo has to present. So I will probably I will prepare a video and put here in a presentation afterwards. So he is now showing how it works. Inês,
Yeah.
Ricardo is already there.
I don't think he's coming in the afternoon.
No, it is forecasted to be. See the
I think he told me, he called me by phone saying he's not coming. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
that's
I
what I
will.
understood.
Okay, no problem.
He's not here, not asking me.
So he showed the deep learning models that are used and what is a neural network. A neural network is something that takes in a simplistic form, takes this image that is represented by the yellow dots, processes biometrics of functions, and gives a result. And these, if you want to trying to explain AI, for example, artificial intelligence uses this kind of things to use the something to learn, create functions, and these functions will be reused to compute new functions, and it's how it works, the learning process. This was adapted to so we get the parameters, we combine them, and with some function, we with some compensation that is bias, we activate the function and we get that output. And we try to work. For example, this example is easy. Okay, we read an image. He's trying to explain how it works. He reads an image. This image is computed by several processes. This process gets convolution, the pooling, convolution and pooling, several processes. It can be interactive. You see the three dots, and you get a result. This result is compared to this is the yellow dots, let's say here. These are the yellow dots. This is passed for a function, and this function compares to the signature of what is a car, a truck, a van, or a bicycle, and he gives the result. So he knows that it's a car, a bicycle. So this is quite complicated, but it's how software understand that is a car, a bicycle, a tree, something like that. Trying to explain in a easier way, in a more picture-based image. The image is taken and understood by convolution. Okay, this is this process that we are here, and it can go deeper, as you can see. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is pretty sensitive. I need to change. And afterwards, is computed. He tries to understand with the functions. He logs here with the functions. He understands that he doesn't understand that this is a bicycle, but the function will be compared to what is the signature of a bicycle. There is a reasonable result, okay? Because the dog is in front of the bicycle, but he knows that if the dog was somewhere here and covering, let's say, 50% of the bicycle, it will be not recognized by this kind of algorithms, or it will be difficult to be recognized. But you can go and understand how it works. Okay, so he logs and understand that this is a dog, this is a bicycle, this is a car. So deep learning is heavy, okay? It's really heavy. There are ships that are very fast at doing that. Probably you know that cards, graphic cards that are used for Bitcoin mineration and things like that have special functions like fast Fourier transforms, FFT, that help to make this and calculate. But there is a special technique that is model inference that is faster. Okay, and what the Fabio uses is most of he listed some of the deep learning libraries that he uses, like TensorFlow, Peter Shor's CoreML. CoreML, I think, is the most common use. Okay, you see a lot of CoreML use, but actually he presented with TensorFlow. So TensorFlow is also a free tool. Sometimes they are free until you are of a certain dimension. Okay, if you use this kind of tools to make money, you are supposed to pay. But if you are using for educational, recreational projects, you are not supposed. So TensorFlow is a kind of a model development and training function. And he suggests that we will try with some examples. And there are several ways of using it. He tried to make a demo, and then he showed that this is in Portuguese, need to be translated, but show the photogrammetry, that is the technique that used to give to have a vision of a 3D object. It's if you have different perspectives of an object, you can try to work it out so that you can have a 3D model of something. That is a technique that is used. In a house, the easiest way is, for example, to take pictures around it so that you can reconstruct. So, he makes a history of this, not really what we are. Picture extraction in photogrammetry. the technique is to take a different a group of pixels. So, for example, a wall seen from different angles are almost invariant. Okay, and a feature is it's what I thought. The wall, for example, a wall in a building, it's like a wall in a fence. So it's wall. It's a feature. Okay? He also showed a software to create photogrammetry, that is Mushroom, and he showed this example. The reference are Unity and Mushroom. So he finished. About what Ricardo was presented with Celestino. It was a nice application. He uses for classroom, and I will show you the application in a few seconds. Just a second. The context was different. It was in the context of using was used in university students. Okay. Sorry, why not working? Should be working. Okay. I'm sharing the screen of my mobile phone.
This is Celestino, isn't it?
I'm presenting what Celestino showed.
Okay. This is for basic education, okay?
For basic education, okay? I thought that Ricardo would
But
be
for university, future
yeah,
basic
the one
education
was for
teacher.
university students, really development of activities. Now I'm showing you the application that Celestine presented, and he uses in the classroom. Okay? I don't have the PowerPoint where he presented, but since
Do you need the link? I have the link here if you like.
but okay, no,
And from the
I
link,
don't need,
you can
I
do.
don't need the link because we don't have much time, and I will present the application. Okay, he
Okay.
presents an application that is called 3D Bear. Okay, this is the application. The application needs a special, needs nothing special. You open the application. The application has some augmented reality scenes. Okay, I don't know if you hear the music. Hopefully, no, because it's awful. But you have several applications. Okay, but you also students or children can can use it. Okay. Now I'm loading the model of this one. You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see my model file.
Yeah.
So you can see that I have a preview, and I can put this in my
Desktop.
desktop. Okay. And lock it
On the table now.
Yeah, this is the table, and you can see that in my room I fitted something that is a dresser. Okay, but this is not really what matters. the methods is I can edit and change. What is interesting in this application is that you can very easily create a scene. Okay, you can have my desktop here. Sorry, the mess of the keyboards and things like that, but you can put here something like test. Okay, and we can lock it here.
Block it. Yeah. You have functions on this application. That is what João is showing now.
You can change the color.
You can change the color.
And
you can rotate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can move.
Sorry, I started filming. Okay.
Okay.
But you can photograph it. Okay, for example, if you like, for a student, and then the caption. Okay, this is the photo. So you can, but you can create a scene, a nicer scene. For example, let's put here a lion. It looks like yesterday, and at the time obsessed with this kind of things, but actually, you can change, put it here, rotate. Okay, make a rotation. Add put a text or a URL, and we can.
So we can scare our colleagues.
Okay.
We can put a lion on their table. What do you think, João?
Okay.
Yeah. And you're locking it. That would be amazing. Could be a mouse. That would be amazing with a mouse.
So you can put a chicken now. Okay. I think a very big chicken. Okay.
I can see my colleagues with a chicken on the table.
You can, okay. So the idea is that you can put the text, for example, to show when you enter it, or if you double click, you can put a URL here. So you can easily develop themes, and it's very intuitive, very easy to use, and Celestino uses in the classroom with very small children, provided they have a smartphone with them.
Yeah, he also said, because I asked him, like we can do, and we are here several people from economics and also Azia from architecture, that you have also, you can show figures. Let's say we have inflation statistics or something like that, and we can put it there. You have figures there on the options, don't you?
Yes.
I think I asked him and he said yes, but he didn't show me. He just showed me the showcases for the children. But I would love to put a chicken on the table of my boss, my dean.
Okay. My designs can sell. I will.
Sorry for that.
Sorry. No, sorry. I didn't. Let's try to do what the image says.
Yeah.
This is
because we had primary teachers in the morning. Now we can change.
I don't know if we have here something different from.
So these are the tools we can choose. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but for figures, I don't see here. Okay?
Yeah.
Statistics.
Oh, statistics, something like that.
Yeah. Of course, we can only use the free ones, because the ones that are grade, I think we are not able to use.
Able to use it, okay.
They are not free. Okay.
Okay.
If you need an unlimited tool, you need to use.
Do you think we can download and put it on?
This is very easy. We will provide in the presentation the links. but it's very easy. If you go
I can
to
share
Play
here.
Store, okay, Google, for example, if you are not diehard Apple user, you go to Android and you put free bear, and it opens here the application, and this is the application here. Okay, the one that is here.
I'm
And
sharing the
share
links. now.
you can share the link.
I'm sharing the links now. Where you can play.
Yeah,
I just put it here, the link.
it's a very easy tool. It works on Classroom. It's good for introduction. It's more enthusiasm. It brings more enthusiasm than the one that I will present tomorrow. But it's what it is what it is. It's limited because I don't think that you can. I don't know. I'm saying something that I really didn't explore the application. I don't know if we can add something here. Okay, develop new. For example, in this free version, we cannot add. For example, if we want to add a cheesecake. I don't know if it is, but we want
That'd be
to
lovely.
add cheesecake. I don't know where it is. Okay, or to add a new something new.
But you have a cherry pie.
Yes, but for example, this is you can place here an avatar. For example, if you have an avatar, let's say that I feel comfortable to be this lady. I can. Okay. He asked me to unlock some features that I'm not. Let me just try to understand what's happening. It says loading. Oh, it worked. It's excellent. He's not getting the perception, but you can. I think you can import an avatar from Meta and put here your avatar. I didn't feel that exercise, but you can put here a person, and you can build your small world here. The things you can mirror, for example, and if you like to do over and or put backwards or upside down. Okay? You can see the world upside down and can do some animations and things like that. If it's faster or slower, if it's faster, the reaction is slow. So it's quite entertaining. It's an introduction. I don't know if it does real work as Ines said, but it's a tool for educational purposes, and so that children understand and work with these kind of things. So I think I will conclude. I was not really prepared to present 3D Bear, but hopefully I worked a little bit with it, and I think I've been able to show you how it works. Any question? No, I will present another thing. Sorry. I promised, but I didn't deliver. Okay, just a second. Sorry. Just a second. I will change you. We'll share the show. Okay.
Okay.
To my
Laptop.
It is in my laptop, but okay. We have here the Unity, okay, the one that I present. There are really good tutorial. This one is interesting, how it works. I will show the first part, which is this one. There are plans and pricing, okay? But if you are a student or hobbyist, it's free. Right? This is very easy. You only download. As you can see, all this makes less 100 K a year. I think I don't know, but I didn't read it because it was not in my purpose to do that. I don't know if 100K is your revenue, not the revenue that you get from development in this platform. Okay, so if they consider people that make less than 100K dollars to be eligible to use this application. Um, so the application is very easy to use after the download. Okay, I will show the application. It's opening in my screen. Okay, it works like this. Okay, you have projects. If you make a new project, okay, I didn't have a license yet. Okay, I need to get it. So you get a personal edition license. Okay, it was activated now. Now you can go to a project. New project. Is looking for templates, and you can see that we are in the things of the Fabio show us and try to present. You need to download template. Is as you can see, it's more or less everything. It's but then you need go to use this. Okay, this provides something, but you need to code and reuse this in other things. This is creating a project. I don't know if you see the new image that is open. You see a splash screen in rose. You can see it.
No.
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 Let me. I will use a picture of advanced. Okay. Okay. So what I've done is to check the what you saw. Now is connecting to the network and downloading everything that is needed. So it takes a long time, but it works like this. He's trying to install, but well, it seems to take long, and I have a really fast internet connection. So let's do not connect project because he's installing package. Okay, he's still installing package. We need to let him finish, but Okay, you can see that getting into Unity and using Unity is and the frameworks, it's quite easy. The step after this is not so easy. That is use these things, but probably we are out of scope trying to cover it. But you can see the type of tools that is used in children, the PDVR, and for student university grade students in programming schools. And I will finish now and ask Inês to make the honors of finish this
Thank you
session.
very much. Thank you very much, João, for your presentation, for this summary. What I understood is that this unit is the basis of that thing that I asked you for, the concept of foundation and the other things, isn't it? It's the
It's a
basis.
framework. It's a framework that is it has a foundation. It's a foundation that has different frameworks inside it. That's all.
Yeah, and those tables that you've shown with us is when we want to do one thing, which of the frames of the foundation we can use, isn't it?
Yes,
Those crosses that you had there on the table.
yeah,
That's what
but
I understood.
as I said yesterday, we are still in the infancy. There is not enough uniformity. There are lots of choices. People have to make lots of choices, and I think it's the biggest problem for now is to do those choices, okay? Because it takes yeah, you need to take an educated guess, okay, which is better, and it's still a trial and error process. Of course, Professor Fabio also went this way. He has done that work, and it's why he shows us how to do something, and we need to follow tutorial and try to understand. It's not so difficult, but it needs some work and some personal effort to enter this thing.
Okay.
But
Thank
at least we have a subset that works and gives us the result of running in a mobile phone so that people can test it.
And I'm going to practice the chicken in the table of my dinner. I will love to do that.
Yeah, but for that you only need the tool that is for children that is pretty.
I'm in the
pretty
infancy level still. I'm in the infancy level. Well, does somebody else has any question to João before we end the session? No? Everything is okay? Well, I would like to thank everybody to be here